good morning everyone. Today we are going to start with atomic models. When the scientists they come to know that atom consists of subatomic particles, that is electrons, protons and neutrons, then the next question was first of all that how they are arranged inside an atom. अब ये देखने के लिए कि एटम के अंदर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, प्रोटॉन्स और न्यूट्रॉन्स किस तरह से अरेंज हैं, अलग अलग कोशिशें की गई, जिसमें सबसे पहले कोशिश थी जे थॉमसन की. His model was termed as Thomson's model, and this model shows the resemblance with watermelon or plum pudding. How is it? That he said that like watermelon, जैसे तरबूज के अंदर लाल खाने वाला हिस्सा होता है, इसी तरह से पॉजिटिव चार्ज होता है एटम के अंदर, और जिस तरह तरबूज के अंदर बीज उसके अंदर दबे हुए होते हैं, उसी तरह से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स दे आर एम्बेडेड इन द पॉजिटिवली चार्ज्ड स्फीयर. On the basis of it, he gave the postulates of his model. The first was that atom possess spherical shape. Atom की shape क्या होती है? गोल होती है. Secondly, positive charge is uniformly distributed and the electrons are embedded in it. Third, क्योंकि atom as a whole electrically neutral होता है, तो he said that according to my model also, the total positive charge is equal to the total negative charge. But this concept was the theoretical concept. इसमें कोई experimental fact नहीं था. So to prove it experimentally also that this is the arrangement of subatomic particles in an atom, the next attempt was done by Rutherford. What he did is he took a gold foil. Why he selected gold only? Because gold is the most malleable metal, and malleable means we can make thin sheets of it. So to find the properties of atoms, he tried to take the sheet for which he can make most thin sheet of that metal. बहुत पतली शीट लेने के लिए उसने गोल्ड को सिलेक्ट किया ताकि उससे बहुत ज़्यादा फाइन शीट मिल सके. Then what he did is that he took the sheet and fall the alpha radiations on it. Alpha radiations क्या थी? डबली चार्ज पॉजिटिव रेडिएशंस थी. जब उन रेडिएशंस को इनके ऊपर गिराया गया तो उसको क्या दिखा कि कुछ रेडिएशंस बिना किसी रुकावट के, बिना किसी इंटरप्शन के क्रॉस कर गई, कुछ रेडिएशंस अपने ही रास्ते पर वापस चली गई, और कुछ रेडिएशंस अपने रास्ते पर स्ट्रेट भी नहीं गई, वापस भी नहीं गई, अपने रास्ते से डेविएट कर गई. यहाँ से थॉमसन मॉडल को फर्स्ट ड्रॉबैक मिला कि अगर ये अकॉर्डिंग टू थॉमसन मॉडल ही सेड दैट दिस होल पार्ट इज पॉजिटिवली चार्ज. अगर पॉजिटिव चार्ज यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है तो हमने जो रेडिएशंस गिराई थी इस एक्सपेरिमेंट में वो भी पॉजिटिवली चार्ज थी. लाइक चार्जेस रिपेल ईच अदर. अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट कंसेप्ट इन रेडिएशंस को इस एटम के अंदर जाना ही नहीं चाहिए था, वो बाहर से ही रिपेल हो जानी चाहिए थी. लेकिन इस मॉडल में क्या दिखा कि रेडिएशंस इसे क्रॉस कर गई. तो यहाँ से ये प्रूफ हुआ कि एटम का बाहर वाला हिस्सा पॉजिटिवली चार्ज्ड नहीं है. सो दिस गिव अ ड्रॉबैक टू द Thomson's model, that according to Thomson's model the positive charge is uniformly distributed, but now here the positive charge radiations they are entering the atom, means this portion is not positively charged. Now according to the observations of this experiment, the first observation was that radiations they passed without any obstacle. This shows that the space inside the atom is empty, due to which the radiations they passed as it is, उन्हें कोई रुकावट नहीं मिली और वो सीधी वैसे निकल गई. The second was that the radiations they retraced their path back. इसका मतलब सेंटर में जो सेंटर से क्रॉस हो रही थी, सेंटर में कोई ऐसी चीज थी जो उन रेडिएशंस को आगे नहीं जाने दे रही थी और वो उन्हीं से टकरा के वापस आ गई. So the result of this observation was that whole of the mass is concentrated in the center of the atom. The third observation was that the radiations they get deviated, those radiations which were passing close to the center. So according to this observation, they come to the conclusion that the positive charge, instead of being uniformly distributed, it is concentrated in the center of the atom, due to which the positively charged radiation they get repulsion. Like charges repel each other, center is positively charged, radiations are positively charged. That is why the radiations, they are getting repelled due to the positively charged center and they get deviated. So finally, according to this experiment, the results were that space inside an atom is empty, the whole of the mass is concentrated in the center, and the positive charge is also in the center. These were the results of the experiment conducted by Rutherford. Now, accordingly, this experiment gave a drawback to Thomson model, but this model also got its own drawback. What was it? He said that the center is positively charged and the negative charge is around the positively charged center. Now, if this is the case, the next question was that if center is positively charged and the negative charge is revolving around it, then while its acceleration, this should be the condition that ultimately the charged particle, while its acceleration, it will liberate energy. अगर ऐसा हो कि कोई चार्ज पार्टिकल घूम रहा हो तो वो अपने एक्सेलरेशन के दौरान एनर्जी रिलीज करता है. अगर ऐसा हो तो ये स्टेज आ जानी चाहिए कि घूमता हुआ इलेक्ट्रॉन एनर्जी रिलीज करता जा रहा है और एक स्टेज ऐसी आ जाएगी जब वो न्यूक्लियस के साथ ही जाकर स्ट्राइक कर जाएगा. अगर ऐसा होगा तो इसका मतलब तो एटम की एग्जिस्टेंस ही खत्म हो गई, एटम डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएगा. अगर एटम ही डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया तो एटम इज द बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक ऑफ whole matter, then how this whole matter is existing? So on the basis of this, he was not able to explain the stability of an atom, that how atom is existing, क्योंकि अगर atom नहीं exist कर रहा तो ये सारा matter कैसे exist करेगा. So this was not explained in Rutherford's model. The second drawback was he was unable to explain hydrogen spectrum. ये ड्रॉबैक कब आया? जब नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट की गई इसको एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए, स्टेबिलिटी को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए और कोशिश की गई और एक्सपेरिमेंट्स किए गए, और जब वहां से हमें रिजल्ट्स मिले, उन रिजल्ट्स की वजह से हमें एक और ड्रॉबैक मिला इसमें, विच इज द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ हाइड्रोजन स्पेक्ट्रम. नाउ रिगार्डिंग दिस ड्रॉबैक and Bohr's model of atom, we'll discuss later on after discussing the developments which were done after this Rutherford's model. Now related to this topic, there are some terms which we have done earlier also. Atomic number, it is defined as the number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom. Mass number, it is the sum total of number of protons and number of neutrons present in the nucleus of an atom. Isotopes, atoms having same atomic number but different mass number. For example, C612 and C614. Here this 6, it is representing atomic number and this is the atomic mass. Isobars, atoms having same mass number but different atomic number. For example, argon 1840 and calcium 2040. Atomic numbers, they are different and mass numbers, they are same. Now, on the basis of this, there is a question, calculate subatomic particles in the above examples. Means you have to find the number of electrons, protons and neutrons present in the atoms in the above examples. Thanks.